Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mercy Nanjala. My brand name is Mama Keway, and I'm proud to be here. I'm a student at Multimedia University, pursuing Bachelor of Applied Communication, and I'm so glad to be here today.
Oh yes, welcome. Feel at home. Feel at home completely. And guys, today tunataka kuongelea wazazi. Yeah, leo tunataka kudili na wazazi. But before that, we have a session called Game Time. So, I pose random questions to you guys, and you just give me answers. Okay. I'm gonna go easy on you, so I'm just going to give you. I know that's the beauty. That's the beauty.
Wow.
So I am going to name a letter. When I name a letter, you tell me a name starting with a letter. That's simple.
Okay.
Z.
Zablon.
Okay.
Zebra.
Yeah. Well, is it time to zebra?
Oh, a name of a person.
Yeah, name of a person.
Zainab.
Okay. And then for the name, you Google X.
Next. Savior.
Yeah.
Yeah, Savior. There's a Savior.
There's
X.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember called Xavier. We go up to there sophisticated.
Oh, wow.
Let's go C.
C.
Carmen.
Munafikiri.
Carmen.
Okay.
Catherine.
L.
Lionel.
Okay. Let's go V.
Vivian.
Virginia.
Okay, now that's okay. So the next session we are doing names of things. So if I say, for example, if I say Kenya, Kenya is a country, so you'll name a country. Sawa.
Okay.
If I say dog is an animal, so you name an animal.
An animal.
If I say mango is a fruit, so you name a fruit. Sawa. Let's start. Chair. I love how I'm constant. Chair. We are surrounded by the answers.
Table.
Yeah, furniture.
Funny.
Okay.
You understand first.
Okay.
Now we are.
Let's do it again. Okay. Roof. Yeah, confident. Answers the house.
House. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Roof house. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think something else. Kenya.
Country.
No, you name a country. So if I say Kenya, you probably say Tanzania or Zimbabwe. Okay. So let's start with Kajiado.
Nairobi.
Okay. That's nice. So wait, why have you given Narok?
It's something. The neighboring county. Yeah.
Well, Mama Nairobi.
The capital city of Kenya.
Okay. I was actually going for counties, but it's not. Muhimu Numerada. Yeah. Anyway, so another thing we've done in terms of games that I've done with some people, and also want to inspire to you guys. Munaweza imba ama niwaibie? Wacha tuone vocals. Wacha tuanze. Msanii wako favorite ni nani? Mwenye unajua nyimbo yake.
Tatiana Manoy.
Okay, now hold that thought. Wako?
Favorite. Mwenye najua nyimbo zake. Unajua mimi ni mtu wa rumba sana. I know many songs of Franco Luanzo Lambo Makiadi.
Okay. Wacha turudi kwa Tatiana Manoy. Atupatie tu at least ngoma moja tu sample.
I used to think that I will never fall in love, and then you showed me that you could be everything I want. I gave my heart away, I put it on the shelf, and put it on only to break it into pieces.
Try this, but yeah, big shout out to Tatiana Manoy. Such a fan. Wewe unajua lyrics. Kuna watu wameimba huko ndani hawajui lyrics. Alafu wanafika katikati wanatuambia mjui ngoma. Kwa lyrics ndio hawajui. Aya, turuke nchi ya Bongo Nangayo.
Bolingo
Video.
So music. Tuko sample.
Franco Luanzo Lambo Makiadi, one song. Nasengi the Samaya Bolingo Bapi Mingai. nasengi the samaya bolingo bapi mingai bapesinga modandao na botu balobingai na tangadao balobi sheringai na tangadao na mibuni na boni lingala bena mama yakopi menanga bolingo na kadi ya salio oh yeah.
Even rich people decided to grace us with the sound, you know, tujue ni rumba tunataka tuambie nini.
That song is called Sandoka. It's the one that Franco wrote to one of his wanaitwa mpango wa kando. Alikuwa anatoka Paris. Yeah.
Okay.
Anamwambia anampenda vile ambavyo alikuwa anamtesa roho. Yeah, at the moment venye walipatana. So it was just like a seductive kind of a message that Franco was giving to that lady.
Kwamba sasa hizi watu wanaimbia side chicks. Yeah? That is where we are going to.
Yeah. Na inakuja tu na hivyo tu imekuwa.
Okay. Anyway, to our viewers, as I said earlier on, we are talking about parenting. We are talking about wazazi wa kitambo, wazazi wa sasa, because we have grown up with parents na guardians, ndio?
Yeah.
We are parents, we are soon to be parents. Maybe tumekuwa na siblings, umelea msee huku nje, una get? But then school, unajua kama high school tukonga na zile
School
moms,
yeah.
School dad and stuff like that. So you've been a parent automatically, unajua. So wacha tuanzie kwa story na, for example, like childhood. Upbringing ya mtoi, for example, hii era yetu. No, all of us are millennials, so you know. Are you okay saying your age? I'm 16 for life. I'm actually 16.
Oh.
16 for life. So me and her 16. But we don't know what age you are, but we know we are all Gen Z.
It is there.
Let's
say it is there.
We rent that. Yeah, it's arrange up when I get. So, for example, like growing up, kwa sisi, kama kwako, experience yako grow up ilikuwaje compared to when unachikile kwa toi siku hizi wana grow up?
I think life is a process, and according to me, the way venye nimekuwa brought up, it is not the same way that generation ya sahi venye naona tuseme ya sahi iko freestyle yet it was full of rules, restriction and discipline. Hivyo ndo naweza define venye sisi tumekuwa brought up, but ya saizi unapata it is a freestyle. Why am I saying it is a freestyle? It's because watoto siku hizi unapata wanaweza hata kutusi and they are not disciplined. So compared na sisi venye ulikuwa unakosea kidogo unapata unapigwa ama unakuwa discipline na unaambiwa Biblia ilikuwa inasema mtoto ni kiboko. Mtoto ni kiboko. So it is very different from venye sisi tumekuwa brought up na saizi, and that is what I can say.
Okay. Experience before I tell you guys something about Timo and I.
To me, it's like everything has changed. Like when I was growing up, at free time, you go out and play. You go and fetch firewood. But right now, to be honest, people are on phones. Kids are on phone.
Yeah.
They are very young, but they are very exposed to technology. A kid of 5 years old knows how to operate a laptop. I have a son, 3 years old.
Congrats.
But you see him watching cartoons on the laptop. He changes from this to the other. He tells me, Mom, I don't want this. I want a movie. Like, they know so much, like, they shouldn't do. Like, when you tell him, go and play, he's reluctant. So, technology has brought a lot of change to the current society. Let's say to the young children who are growing up. A kid right now does not even know how to go and herd cattle. Ajui completely. Ajui kalongolongo, to be honest. They play games on the phone. And it's like a child can stay indoors for the entire day. But back then, uko ushago, like 6 in the morning, you're already up. All of you are already up. But right now, it's the exact opposite. A kid can sleep even at 11 or 12. You can't.
There is a post niliona that mtoto kitambo mtoto alikuwa anaforsiwa atoke nje aingie kwa nyumba. Mtoto anavutwa atoke nje aingie kwa nyumba. But right now it is you force your child to move out of the house, aende huko nje, aende interact na watu wengine huko nje, because ndani kuna games, anabaki na simu, laptop yenye amesema, TV,
Cocomelon.
A child can sing. Yeye ndiye akona remote. It's like arguing about the remote, the mother and the child like.
No. In fact, niliona wakati after finishing my college, nikirudi nyumbani, I found out my younger brother na sister wanapigania remote. Like the first person mwenye anashika remote ndio mwenye ata watch.
Yeye ana decide the channel.
Hawatoki nje, but I remember at when I was in that age yenye wako saizi, my hata kuona TV, it was a mistake.
By the way, facts.
That gonna watch news.
Baba news. Period.
Ukipatikana mchana,
when ni privilege.
Ukipatikana mchana you are watching TV, that is a very big mistake. Yeah.
I just remembered our childhood guys. Na nilimwambia naambia watu Timoni msema naye kalongo. So when you are speaking, yeah, when you're speaking, I was like, yeah, we've actually grown up. Yeah, I was like, we've actually grown up to reserve bano pamoja, futa, nini. You know, back then when being a child was being a child,
it was fun.
Because I remember, like, for us, kulikuwa mchezo asubuhi, kulikuwa na hiyo season ya bano. Then I don't know if you can recall, ikifika jioni tulikuwa tunaenda, there's some land that was not built, tunaenda tunaweka kanisa hapo, then
we pray. Kuna mmoja wetu ni pastor. Sitaki kusema nani alikuwa pastor.
Hata siwezi kumbuka nani
alikuwa pastor leo.
And then we had something, but it was fun, and it was full of creativity.
Oh yeah.
Because unapata at that moment mtu anajua there is a father figure, kuna mother figure, because ni cha baba na cha mama. So na kuna mtoto pale, mama anapika pale, so it was, yani pia ilikuwa inaonyesha like I have a responsibility. Na kuna mtoto mwenye alikuwa like mimi ndio pastor. You see that character
alikuwa nani, we need to figure alikuwa nani pastor, tuangalie penye yako saizi by the way
tutamata kwa segment. So I think it was full of like full of engagement na pia interaction with other kids. It was good at that time.
Oh yes, most definitely. Na sasa for example, tukiangalia parenting kwa our guardians na parents, unajua hii other era ingine, ni vitu gani zenye tuseme like growing up tungetaka ama you would have wished they would have known probably about raising wewe binafsi, and zile areas zenye uki look back or like mom, I wish ungefanya hivi, dad, I wish ungefanya hivi, it's your aunt who raised you, I wish ingekuwa hivi na hivi. Experiencing you so far, like what is that?
I think on my side, venye mimi naweza ongea ndio yeye aongee pia. On my side naweza sema that parents wetu they walijaribu to bring up the way pia nao walikuwa brought up pia. And in which in the current situation it is with the changing of things, with the changing of the events. So unapata it is very hard that what they experienced before, the advices that they were given before, it cannot apply to the current generation. Why? Because kitambo unapata that mzazi alikuwa anaambiwa maybe ukifika age fulani you are supposed to marry, like it was marriage. You understand?
Yeah.
Na unapata that kuna vitu ambazo mzazi angeongelelea na huyu mtoto wake, but these days world it is big. Kuna hizi digital phones, kuna nini, kuna a lot of things that zinakuja hapo katikati. So the parents, I think understanding your parents wetu ni ile ya kitambo, but they should understand that things are changing and they need to guide the child according to the generation that he is.
Okay, what about you?
According to me, I think parents, before making judgments and rules, at least they need to understand us much better. Let's say, for example, of a student in university. You know, as a parent, you've set that rule, like, you can't drink in my house, you can't smoke, like, alcohol and drug abuse is, it's not even a topic of discussion. Yeah. It is not even a topic of discussion. The parents are very harsh. But They do not even come to understand what are the main causes of this, what is leading to this. In Kenya right now, the cases of alcohol, drugs, it has really increased. Sometimes it is not just the, let's say, the youth that is the problem. We have the society. We have the other issues that are causing that. For example, mental health. The youths are struggling a lot with mental health. I'm having a lot of issues. Let's say to the men, they barely open up. They say that when they open up, they are weak. Yet it is not true.
Yeah.
So one decides that in order for me to cope with this, let me just take alcohol. One becomes a heavy drinker, and that becomes another problem. The other day, if he or she feels like this is not enough, let me have something else. You introduce bang.
Mhm.
You become now an addict. That is another problem. When a parent is told like your son is smoking, your daughter is drinking, it's like mtoto wangu ni mtoto wa kanisa, he can't do that.
Yeah.
Yet that is happening. Mzazi hawezi akaamini, yet that is happening. They need to understand us, like they need to know the underlying problems before they make the rules and the judgments.
Na nikiuliza, unajua umeguzia kama topic ya mental health, is something that is very very crucial out here, you know. And of course tumeangalia kama huku nje kitambo unapata if you decided to commit suicide and then it failed, ile kichapo ungepata kwanza, you know. And ile kichapo ungetandikwa kama ulikuwa unataka kufa nini, you know. But then kama mkiangalia then and now comparison, unajua sasa hizi kuna social media as we said, wazazi pia wako wana engage na different people. Mnaona kama the parents that we have right now, are they current parents understanding of mental health issues? Are they really woke enough to understand hizi vitu zinapenda, ama pia wao ndio wana contribute? Themselves wao ndio wana contribute sana kwa watoi kwanza, kwa watoi wao, which is now actually being in that state where we are dealing with a lot of mental health issues, depression, anxiety.
So, for my side, I can say that parents also contribute towards towards the child mental problems. Like for example, I had a friend. I'm speaking from a real life experience. Kuna msichana tu alikuwa yeye ndio first born. So alikuwa tu rafiki. Alikuwa anasema that juu tabia zake zilianza kuchange. Anakaa kuna stress, akuli. So kumuuliza anasema that mama yangu anasema that yeye ni mgonjwa, then I'm the first born, ati mimi ndio nafaa saizi ati ningekuwa kazi nimsaidie, and unapata that huyu msichana alikuwa anajiblame like mamangu, mimi I'm the cause of the problem to my family.
Yeah.
So unapata kuna ile stress. So parents should know how to handle that kind of talk to a child. Like for example, mtoto wako hana kazi, waanze kumwambia that hatulikufunza, tukakusomesha, tukakupeleka shule fulani, saizi hauna kazi, and yet the reality is that the current nation that we are living today is that jobs kupatikana ni shida. Watu wengi wamesoma. So when you are talking to your child, unafaa umuelekeze, mwambie that jobs hakuna hivyo, like guide on the good part. But ukimwekelea shida yote ambayo mnapitia kama familia ni yeye, that child atakuwa na depression. Na depression is a lead to other issues, like for example someone can decide to commit suicide. Yeah.
What about you, Musaid?
According to me, I think that's true. Parents do contribute to that. There is that expectation that a parent has. Yet, expectations and reality are two different things. Like, we are living in a real world. There is a certain point that I may not be able to get there, but my parent has that, like, I need to achieve. So, comparing me to another, let's say we've been to school together with a friend. My friend, let's say, immediately after graduation, gets a job. She lives comfortably, gets married. And then me, let's say, I've graduated, yes, I'm tamaking, there is no job. But your parents is looking at you like, why not? Your friend has already got a job, he or she is married, and you're still here. There is that expectation that parents have that you may not be able to meet. It's like they need to understand that we are not the same. People are different. And we become successful at different times. and at different levels. Like we can't just be the same.
For once.
Yeah. And if they come to understand that, then we'll all be seeing things from the same perspective. And through that, we can make a change.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and we can reduce those number of suicidal cases and all that.
They can reduce.
Yeah, they can reduce because unapata I've not got a job, my parent is complaining and all that. I feel like I'm not enough. I've tried my best, but it is not working out. I feel like, that's the best thing to do. One decides to commit suicide. Yes, you're dead, but now the parents are the ones remain feeling that pain. Like they're realizing it is because of this and this, but it's already too late. I think they need to change so that we can avoid such cases from happening.
And of course, tumeona kama huku nje kuna wazazi wenye they are very woke, you know. But that is those parents who are now us parents.
Yeah.
Us parents. Because we know that aspect of you want to explain to your child this and this is how life goes, mommy or kababa, you know. And this is what to expect. If you feel bad, come talk to me, you know. If you feel like you're being bullied out here, kuja uniongele. You know, mimi imagine na hero ukienda utandikwe shule. Ukikuja kusema kwa nyumba ni vita. You know. So heri utandikango tu uko nyamaze ama utafute njia ya kujitetea. You know, but nowadays, you know, kuna ile open communication where I'm like, come talk to me. Your child is your best friend and all that. Which I mean, it's something so beautiful. You know, it's something
exactly.
So
and when that happens, like for that close relationship between the parent and the children, like nothing can go wrong because as a mother I realize that something is wrong with my daughter. Nikiona amenyamaza sana, like is in his room most of the time, na notice easily, I go and find out what is the problem. But ukipata where there is no that close relationship between the parent and the kids, it becomes very tough. A parent may not even realize that the child is going through something. They just assume like it is a normal thing, yet it is not normal.
So probably your child is even thinking about suicide.
Yeah.
You know, because maybe he's being bullied at school. Maybe he's not feeling good about himself. Ama pia anakuwa bullied on social media.
Yeah, exactly.
In that era where kila mtu huyu anajua smartphone ni nini.
And that's why, Tamara, I can say that there is a difference between being a guardian and being strict. Being a guardian, you are guiding that child.
Yeah.
Being harsh and strict, that child will grow up to fear you. You see,
but not even respecting.
Not even respecting. But and also being a guardian, you are able to direct that child. This is the right way of life. This is the direction that you are supposed to take. So the many parents don't understand that. Some parents think that when you are very harsh, that mtoto atakuheshimu, ataogopa, atakuwa straight. Forgetting that if you become a friend of your child, be a friend. Mwite daddy, mami, what is the problem? Nini mbaya? You are able to understand. Because wazazi wengine wanasahau that huyu mtoto anaenda kusoma shule. Unapata pale shule, walimu pia wanakuwa na shida. Let me say that. Because unapata huyu mtoto ako pale shule, maybe ashiki kitu shule. Amesema ameita mtoto wewe unakuwa mjinga ushikanishi. Amemuita mbele ya students. Maybe you are in a class of 30. When you are in a class of 30, au 30 wanajuanga tu ule anakuwa mjinga. You get? When unakuwa mjinga, maybe out of 30 umekuja number 29.
Yeah.
Umepeleka report card nyumbani. Umeambia mzazi nimekuja number 29. Mzazi wako naye anakupiga. Anakuita mjinga. What is going to grow in the mind of this child?
Mimi ni mjinga. Yeah.
Inafika mpaka point mtoto anakuwa na denial.
Exactly.
You get?
Yeah.
Anasemanga mimi ni mjinga. Ukipata mtoto amesha in life, ameshafika a stage that anaweza tumia madawa za kulevya. Kama ni msichana atapata mimba mapema, anakuwa let me not say anakuwa useless, but that is the term.
Yeah.
And lose focus of life. So parents should understand that this child has a process of life. Anafaa guide, not beating this child. Because unapata mtoto anaogopa. Hata amekaa nawe kwa meza, ana feel aongee kitu, but anashindwa hata kukula. Mtoto hata akikula sana inakuwa ni shida. Wewe unakula sana na usomi. I think that is, I think it is true.
Yeah.
Mpaka unaogopa kukula by the way.
Oh, yes.
Umekaa you are facing your dad ama mom. Wanakuangalia ile like wewe ni mjinga unakula chakula yetu. And that point
Na
comes,
perform.
unapata mzazi anasema, unaona ni nini yenye unakosa?
Yeah.
Forgetting kuna kitu yenye mtoto anakosa. The advice, the guide.
Yeah.
So
Even the love.
Mzazi anaangalia in terms of food. Ati unashiba. Nini unaoga, unafanya nini?
But you're not performing. They're forgetting also that all kids cannot be the same.
The
Let's
same
say you are
level.
3 of you. Moja na perform very well. The two of them wanna perform so well. Then another one does not. Then the parents will feel like, your sister is doing so well,
Yes.
yet you're doing nothing. We are not the same. We have different capabilities.
Yeah.
You
So-
can't perform the same way. Let's say when it comes to academic matters, and that is something no one can even choose not to be bright.
Smart, yeah.
We all want to be smart to perform well, but that is something that comes naturally.
That's why
As long as you work to your level best and you feel like you've studied to your best, like
Umefika, yani,
that is
that
your
is mine.
potential. Yeah, that I think parents should
potential.
understand
By the way,
that your
umesema jina mzuri,
potential.
potential.
Yeah,
And as parents, learn, take time to learn the potential of your child.
exactly.
Because that potential, hiyo ndio tuseme ndio nyota yake. In short, hiyo ndio nyota yake iko hapo. So when you realize that mtoto wangu like venye ana behave, this child potential yake iko mahali fulani. Don't force issues. Unaweza mforce kwa masomo, umforce, yes, but potential yake maybe anaweza kuwa the best footballer in the world.
Yeah.
The best musician in the world, the best director in the world. Kama director nani? William, mama William. Director.
Yeah.
So you get that you must be able as a parent. Na mimi nawaomba wale wazazi wetu ambao mnatusikiza. We are very young. We should not be lecturing you, but we are saying that in a very humble manner that you should be able to know the ability of your child. When you know the potential, the ability of a child, utamguide to the right path of life. Na atafurahia na atakuwa very successful. Yeah.
What about matters money? Because I feel unacheki kama sorry. Nimetaja pesa. Sasa nikaamua
Kama zinakuja.
hapo zikuje very fast.
Yeah.
Ukiangalia for example like kama saizi with us like this generation we have knowledge about money, you know. And that is something unasema for example kama I'm like if I have a you know the way you have family businesses. Umeona kama saizi mtu yule unazaliwa already ushakuwa CEO you know, and stuff like that. When it comes to matters money, like ni vitu gani like wazazi wa kitambo ama to our parents you wish would have taught us, which is something that we're binafsi if you have kids like Mercy here and when you have kids for example utumevujiko uko na mtoto labda yuko hata wewe labda ujika yuko but kama hapo you know
Naongelea hapa.
yeah. What are some of the maybe things or matters about money would you teach them, and do you think kufundisha mtoi stories are those stories are based ni fiti na from what age?
According to me, I don't think money is a problem. How they understand it and how they manage the money. A child can grow up like you have let's say a family business, and I grow up akijua at some point I'll have to work there.
Yeah.
Like everything in anafanya is like as a parent unaweka like some measures, some rules, like you need to attain this so that you can be able to work in my company. Such that when you go to school you're like, I need to work hard, I need to achieve this. After university or something, I'll be leading in my father's company. Like you have a position somewhere. But you find another child like I may grow up, they have money, they have everything. But ana ile for a good foundation of taking care of that money, a point yenye he'll be given that, let's say, that opportunity of, let's say, being a CEO or something. He doesn't know even the responsibilities, how to work there, to manage the funds, how to make decisions. Like, he's not even concerned, but he wants to spend that money. The moment he is there, like, atakuwa ana spend without even thinking, like, without even considering, like, what the parents did in order to get there.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Okay, there is a book that is called by the title Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah. A good book.
A good book.
Very good book.
I think most people understand about that book. You find there is that character Robert. he grew up in two families. He had two fathers. One rich, one poor. But the poor one alikuwa na knowledge. Alikuwa mpaka amesoma masters, PhD, alikuwa amesoma vizuri. And the rich dad pia naye alikuwa amesoma lakini alikuwa na do. He had a company. So these two dads they had different opinions about financial management. One, the poor dad kwanza alikuwa na mforce asome that ndiye andikwe kazi. Unanipata?
Yeah.
Alikuwa anafunza now the Robert like asome aende andikwe kazi with a big company. Na huyu mwingine the rich dad alikuwa anamfunza how to manage money so that he can be able to manage his company wakati amesha pass. You understand? So hawa wawili wako na two different opinions. One anamfunza kuwa now the owner or to own a company, na mwingine anamfunza kwenda kufanyia watu wengine kazi. So wazazi wanakuanga na different perceptions about finance. But what I can tell our parents is that they should teach us on how to be our own bosses. Si ile unafunza mtoto wako ndiye aenda andiko kazi fulani. Just think about it. What if we have a family business yenye itaendelea, mtoto wangu aingie, mtoto wangu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is very sweet. But when it comes that na force mtoto wangu andikwa kazi.
Yeah.
Your family will forever remain to be employees.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
And you say that, and I'm like, ukiangalia kama for example at this age and era, ni ile era yenye wase wametoka kwa ile shift ya go to primary, maza primary, ingia high school, ingia university ama college, toka college and uandikwe place plan, you know. And of course with time probably tutakuwa na transition. Juu kitambo ilikuwa maliza shule ukue daktari, ukue engineer, you know,
kama nani,
yeah, kama nani, unaona, kama mtu nani, kama mtu nani, like that was the game. But now it has changed to maliza shule, what do you want to become? Because tukiangalia kuna ile point yenye, you know, the parents who picked what you should do as a career, you know, na tumeona kama kuna watu wengine just from for example MMU, there's a lady who studied there, akafanya course yake ya Jona, akapeleka mzazi wake 2 degree, you know, just simple, because it was like, yeah mom, this is just me, I want to do fashion and design.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
so this is yours, graduation nini, akatoka kaenda akafanya fashion and design, you know. And at the end of the day I'm like, okay, yes, then parents had a choice for maybe what you want to do, you know. But nowadays it's different, and that's why tunaangalia kama the issue of CBC curriculum huko nje. Personally I wish ningezaliwa time
kama sahihi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nye nafika shule nafunza how to cook. Ndio tulijifunza kupika kwa Google when you grow up. Yeah. Mtu anajua kushona.
Wow.
Yeah. Mtu anajua at a young age anaweza imba, anaweza kuwa hii, anaweza kuwa hii and all that. You know,
Wanna develop their talent.
I think hata sahizi the way you can interact with a CBC kid.
Anaongea very bright.
yeah. It's like you're speaking to someone your age, probably someone who's even more mature than you.
So
You know?
where were we? The question is, tulikuwa wapi? Wazazi wetu walikuwa wapi? Wakati ambapo like we would have done that long time ago.
Oh yeah.
Like ukiangalia hata like the countries like China, Japan, how is it called? In Australia, those countries, developed countries.
Yeah.
Them walituletea education, wakatuachia 844 and we follow it to the letter.
No.
Kabisa tunaifuata kabisa, forgetting that hawafanyi hivyo. Hao Kenya wanafanya nini? Mtoto amezaliwa, yes, ameanza kufunzwa basic knowledge, but huyu mtoto ataenda kwa ile field yenye huyu mtoto anaonekana capability
Ako strong in,
yeah. So that's why unapata like we are buying phones, na phones kama hizi katululu zinatengenezwa na watoto the CBC now of China, of Japan. So where were we? That is the question.
A very important question. You know. Now, when you go back to matters finances, I just remembered something, and this is the advice that I would also give to parents out here, young parents as well as the older parents. Unajua sasa wale wazazi wetu na guardians, our uncles, our shoshos, our grandfathers, those who are still alive. That is, And I'm like, at this age and era, if there's something financially I wish ningefunzwa, ni story na shares, kwa sababu deep down najua mzazi wangu wako na shares.
Yeah.
Najua ni story na money markets. Najua anaelewa vizuri, you know. Ni story na how to make investments. Unajua? Because it's something that is there, you know. It's something that ukiangalia budako akona biashara mahali hata yenye ujui, you know, but ako nayo. Unaona, ukiangalia madhako kuna mahali unajua ameinvest, unajua, and it's a successful venture. So why are you not transferring the same to your kid? Why are you assuming that mwalimu kwa class ataenda kufunza hizo vitu zote, you know? So I'm just like, you see the same steps that you're taking to the parents, teach your kids these things. Najua, like let them be involved in that same circle. Naona, and at the end of the day utapata even the benefits ziko, at least una grow, unatoa ile burden ya mtoi wangu, it's a must apitie this and this particular kind of system ndio akue successful. Yeah, akue successful.
And Tamara, do you know that that's why this generation, our parents now, they are full of depression. Why? It's because hawakukufunza that, what you are saying, financial management. How should you thrive in your field, in their field, like you being them. Unanipata? So wazazi at this time sasa wanaanza kuwa na stress that you are not, hauna job, hauna nini, and yet you are supposed to provide. Unaona? So wanakuwa na ile depression na yetu wanazeeka pole, and so wana live like tunazeeka na bado life ijajipa.
Yeah.
And so ndio unapata saa point yako inakuja that parents wanafaa wa teach what is the secret. Kwa nini umeweza kutusomesha mpaka sasa hivi? Ni pesa ulikuwa unafanya aje, like hii business ilikuja aje? Now their idea can be more of important kabisa na uweze kuimanage, because hata wewe saizi umesoma, you can be able to manage that well. Na wakipatia hizo tips vizuri. So ndio unapata that parents wanakosea hapo kwa kutupatia their knowledge, but wana expect other people are going to give us that knowledge. Na unapata tuko class ya watu 200 lecturer ni mmoja.
Yeah.
Na yet mimi ningekuja nyumbani, huyo mzazi anifunze na pesa, how to manage the business na kila kitu. So unapata we are losing at the end of the day.
Oh my God, 100%. Sure. Now, of course, as we wind up, this is a never-ending discussion, of course.
Yeah, so wide.
Yeah, it's so wide
Very,
because there are different aspects, of course, of raising a child, different aspects that grow up, kwa sisi and all that. Kama nikiangalia for us ladies, for example, I think even the gentlemen should have been taught this thing from a young age. Like, I go out here and I ask ladies, anytime I interact with a lady, I ask them, who taught you about periods?
In school.
How? Was it through a teacher? Yani the experience, period experience.
Through the teacher. You know where the problem is? Like parents and I feel like I can't discuss this with my child.
Yeah.
That is where sex education comes in. There are certain things that at this era, it's not like we can't talk about it, like we are that conservative society, this cannot be taught. Yet, it's something that is happening. Mothers are not that free with their kids anymore. And then, it's not even being free. Unapata a mother has to work. Ako busy throughout. There is no, like, she can't create time for the family. You don't even know what is going on about your daughter. She's an adolescent. But you have no time at all. Even things that like once in a week, you sit down, you talk, you discuss like what she's experiencing, what she's going through and all that, whether she's fine or not. But it is not happening because parents are busy, because like we can't discuss that together. Like that is the problem. We leave everything for the teachers, and it's like they don't have time to reach each and every one of us. We are, let's say, a class of 60 in high school or in primary. That teacher cannot be able to reach each and every one of you. Yeah. Exactly.
Nikama pia, now for the boy child, the question I ask is, who taught you how to shower properly?
Actually, it did not come from yes, my parents might be watching, but they didn't teach me how to take a shower. Like there are some outcomes when you reach adolescent stage.
Yeah.
hiyo nilisoma class 6. Is it class 6?
Yeah.
Nilisoma hizo kumea ndevu huku na huko kwingine. Yeah, but there is that mzazi anajuanga yes utafikia stage but they hawakuji wazi. My parents did not tell me, did not teach me. Unajua hizi nywele ziko lazima utazishave, lazima ukae clean, lazima ukae neat, like ukae mtu presentable.
Yeah.
Au kuniambia but wakati sasa unakuja to the world unapata teachers walikufunza kidogo. Unapata ukiwa kwa adolescence unapata kamrembo kanakwambia that maybe you shower so you feel that
Kajasho
kidogo.
Yeah.
So ndio unajaribu kujikeep clean, hutaki kukosea. But if parents can be able to direct their kids that yes hii stage iko hivi na hivi na hivi, because mimi nakumbuka mambo na hiyo stage yenye nilikuwa, it is not my parent actually, ni mzazi wa my friend. Alikuwa ametuita like sisi we are in the same age, akatuita kando tukaenda like tukakaa chini.
Yeah.
Kaanza kutuambia yes najua mmefika hii stage, voice zenu zime break, this is and what when you see ladies this and this what you are supposed to do. At least it was of importance. But mzazi wangu yeye ana assume that uko tu anajua tu uko tu. So it is a correction to some of the parents when they cannot come up open to their kids, wakuwe very open.
Yeah, they should not be shy by the
Because
way.
hata wamepitia hapo, why are they behaving like Jesus, like they have resurrected from nowhere? They were there. Yeah. Actually my father pia alikuwa hii stage yenye nilikuwa.
Yeah.
Na alifanya kenye alifanya at that time. So anafaa pia mimi guide like a man, like you this and this is what you are supposed to do, so that it can continue like a lineage. Hata mimi nikuje kuambia watoto wangu hivi na hivi ndio unakuwa when tuko kwa hiyo stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I think puberty is one major topic that parents don't really discuss with their children, you know. And you've mentioned even something about shaving, and I'm just like, who taught me
Who
how
taught
to
you?
shave? You know that person that comes in, I'm like, how did I even start? You know, I'm like, who taught me?
I think some
No.
adverts zinakuwa mzuri kwa like when you are watching TV.
Yeah.
Unaona yes, then you realize because our parents cannot teach us. So you realize that thing is for shaving.
Yeah. but now you picture that that's why in your massive people, how did you start? Like that first experience, sometimes you can say, okay, now it's time. Because you know, like when you're growing up, right, the moment you see that the first hair, it's like a proud moment, you know. Like I'm not an adult, you know. But then after that, you realize, how did I shave my armpits the first time? You know, who taught me how to? You know, that direction of hair, you know, that you're supposed to like shave and stuff like that. You know, who taught me how to shower? And I'm like, bro, ni zile time tumeka hivi kama dem, then we start talking.
Story now.
Yeah, so the story, and then you're like, so you're supposed to do like this. So Masi
You
does
learn.
like this, so that is how I'm
You
supposed
cop
to
up.
do. You know, eh.
But
And that is why you end
a
up
problem.
misleading each other.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And that is a problem, yes. And that is what I was saying. That is a problem, Tamara, because unapata now you are learning from other people.
Who are also trying to learn
Trying
from you
from you.
with the little knowledge you
Yeah.
have.
So
Yeah.
parents assume we are like, sorry to say, we are animals. We are going to adapt with the environment.
Oh, yeah.
So ni kama like a lion, ilianza aje kukula nyama, like kukimbisha like an antelope,
Yeah.
because aliona mamake
Akifanya the same.
akifanya the same.
Yeah.
So ndio ameanza kufanya. So our parents are like okay, the nature animals, because one because
They'll just adapt
okay,
on their
sorry
own.
to say,
They expect you to adapt.
yes, to adapt like
Yeah.
others, and yet that is a problem. Guide your child, muonyeshe this is the right way, this is the proper way, this is the way to go, this is not what you are supposed to do. Hivyo ndio at least hata yeye hata kama akipatana na hao wengine wenye hawajui anaweza pia waambia the gospel continues alongside.
Yeah, manze, 100%. Now, our final sentiments from, of course, the two of you. I say that this discussion is never ending. So, you raising a child right now, how would you do it differently? Yes. Kwa hii era yenye tuko sahi.
First of all, ni vizuri umesema the era that we are.
Yeah.
And there is an era that is coming.
Oh, yes.
We should get prepared. Like we have been preparing ourselves for it. You know, it did come. It came. So like we should prepare ourselves for for the coming generation. For example, my kid. First of all, I'll be a friend to my kid. I will not be a machine to beat my kid, because yes, mtoto ni kiboko venye tuliambiwa, hata Biblia inasema, lakini according to the generation that we are, being a friend to your kid is the most important thing. Because when you are when you are a friend to your kid, your kid will tell you everything. A friend is a person that will come close to you and tell you, hey Timo, na feel hivi na hivi na hivi. Timo, I'm lacking this and this, and this is the way I'm feeling emotionally and physically. So my kid will become, first of all, my friend, my good friend. Will be very close. Then my kid will know that I will be able to know the ability of my kid. Nita study the ability ya mtoto, talent yake ni gani, ability yake, the strong part of his life ni gani, anaweza fanya ABCD, so that I can support that kid. Ndio maana mtoto anakwambia, for example, anataka kuwa maybe engineer, na unataka kuwa daktari. Support that child to become an engineer, because imetoka kwa roho yake. Usiforce, usianze kumpiga that hiyo ni nini. Kila field iko na most successful people in the world. Hata media yenyewe iko na the most successful media personalities. So support your child, guide. So as for my side, a friend, a supporter, a good father, and a directive father. That's it.
Okay. So you remember.
First, I'm a parent already.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I became a mother at teenage. I was 18, 19. I was in Form 4 back then.
How's the experience so far for you?
Yay.
Tough. But one thing that I'll say, there is never the right time to do something. I wasn't ready to be a mother. But when I realized I was pregnant, I told myself, let me live for this creature. I promised myself that I'll be the best mother to him. I scored a seaplane. I did my Form 4 when I was 7 months pregnant. I scored a seaplane. I went back to school the same year. Thanks to COVID, my son akafika 9 months. I was in class, like, I went now back to a day school. I was in a boarding before. So I leave him in the morning, go to class. The moment the classes are over, I'm the first person to run home. And that made me a responsible person, to be honest. Like right now, before I make any decision, I'm like, how does that affect my son? I need to consider that. I do live with him. Right now I'm in 3rd year, but I've been living with my son all through. I joined 1st year, he admitted me in the university. Like every time, it's like I want to be the best for my son, so that someday he'll be proud to have me as a mother. That's why to the teen moms, those who get pregnant along the way, that is not the end of it. You can decide, like, this should be a new chapter into my life. Like, I need to change. There are some who cannot speak up and say, I am a mother. Because, let's say, from the judgment of the society, the stigma and all that. And that is something that I think the society needs to understand. That first, the society is you and me. It's you and me. We are the society. The moment you become so judgmental, that's why the number of abortions are increasing each and every day, which leads to death. And being a mother does not mean that is the end of the world. Look at me today. I was so scared, like, this is, and I was the role model. I was the school president in my high school. Just imagine that. Picture yourself in that.
Yeah.
But I went to our deputy principal. She's very close. I told her. She cried. Then she told me, Mercy, I'm a mother of girls and I understand. You can still rise from there. You've just late. Rise up, pick yourself, and you're the one who will prove to everyone, like, you can still do it. You can still make it. Mrs. Rosemary Wambui, wherever you are, I'll forever be grateful to you. She's the reason as to why I'm this strong. Yeah. Then my mother gave me a support. My dad was there and I was like, I can do it. And here I am today. That day when I'll be graduating, I want my son to be there.
Yeah.
Like, I made it.
Very proud of
I want to go further from that, do my master's. Like, someday I want to add the name professor to my title.
And so be it.
Hey,
Yeah.
my son will be like, that is my mother. And when I will be speaking, it will be an inspiration to someone. Someone, when I get pregnant, like, I want to give up, I want to die, I want to commit abortion. No. And to the ones who have not messed up, let me tell you, being a mother is not an easy thing. It takes a lot of courage. Do you know there was a lady huko tu home, like ndo naenda shule akanisimamisha akaniambia, you sure hata utapata hiyo grade ya campus na sasa hivi umeacha mtoto wako akilia. Like you feel that you're like, why is she saying this to me? But I tell myself like, I need to do it. Then I realized like, I don't need to prove it to anyone. It's for my own self-satisfaction. Nifike like nijiambie, I made it. That is what matters the most. Now when I'll be raising my son, I'm like, it's like Rafika a point like they almost said, my like that you'll be taller than me. Yeah, we'll be best of friends. Like nilimpata. In fact, mtoto wangu ni mtoto wa comrade. Most of my friends are the one who have raised him. Like sometimes, like yesterday, I have a friend who came to pick him up at 10 o'clock. Akamleta like 11:30. Comes back and I'm like, Mami, nimewatch you, I've done this. He bonds with them. I feel the love. I feel like they're not judging me, they're giving me the support. And for the parents, the moment your daughter has messed up, I know it is normal to be harsh. But after that, sit down with her. Give her the chance, the opportunity to go back to school. If she has to go to college, support her. And for the teen moms, that is not the end of it all. You should not say like, now I just have to get married because I'm a mother. No. That is not the way. Go back to school. Get a job. Like, you can raise your child. Later on, if all goes well, get married, have a family of your own. But getting pregnant should not be a reason for you to commit suicide, to commit abortion, like to get into marriage at an early age. Let's say ningekuwa married at the age of 19. Ningekuwa nafanana aje right now. Imagine that life uko village.
Double responsibilities.
Maybe I would even be a mother of 3 by now. Yeah, it will be so. Yeah, definitely. It should not stop your ambitions. Like I still want to be the best version of myself, despite being a mother.
Yes, 100%. And so be it. Goodness comes to you all the way. And of course, that is also another different side of dealing with your child as a parent. Again, I say that this topic is so wide.
So wide.
We cannot end. But I'm like, also, how do parents deal with such issues, you know? And that is, of course, something that we're going to be discussing later on, of course, in another segment or in a different discussion. But for now, of course, I hope about 1 or 2, 3 things about how to raise your kid, you know, or how to try at least and blend in. Unajua sisi time yetu cha expire. Wazazi wetu kama tulibond kama kubond na sisi ilisha. Unajua, though there's still time to like try and rectify where you did not rectify, you know. But at the end of it all, as a parent, how you deal with your child right now is very, very important. How you deal with your kid at this age is very, very important. And most definitely, even on the comment section, feel free to tell us how do you see this current generation, or even the next generation of parents and kids compared to the previous one, and what are some of the recommendations that you would give in order, number one, of course, to ensure that we are having a fruitful generation, and we are also having a sane generation that is mentally stable, which is top of the list. Now, of course, that is how we are winding it up right here on The Children. Of course, as I stated earlier on, we're in this beautiful space by 40s Hotel in Ongata Rongai. So for your conference facilities, accommodation, they have a bar. Yes, they have a pool as well, and great dining space, most definitely, in Ongata Rongai. That is 40s. Thank you so much for lending us the space as well. And to you, our viewers, we're saying thank you. See you on the next Chill Zone. Peace, love, and unity. Adios.